What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas Live. I am Lucas Tyndale, your host here. Excited to be here with you guys today. We are joined by some wonderful guests here in the studio. We're going to talk a little bit about cleaning. This is the time of year to start cleaning some stuff up, right? You want to get that garage together. You want to get that basement together. You want to get some cleaning done. We're with my friend, Miss Jen. Now, Jen, I know her as Jen Bolyard. I have to ask. I'm going to have to ask her if that's different now. And she brought a special guest here, her new marketing manager. We're going to meet him also here in just a minute. But I want to thank everybody who's been supporting us as we've kicked off season 6. We've had so many great guests. It's been so much fun. Make sure you're liking and following these things and checking out our clips. We really appreciate it. It means so much to us that you guys show us so much love. We have some great guests this week too. As the week continues, we have guests on Wednesday, we have guests on Friday. So don't miss the show. I'll be posting those flyers so you guys know who's coming live on the show today. I'm wearing pink today for a reason. And yes, I do support breast cancer awareness. Sometimes I say I support breast cancer. It sounds like I want people to have breast cancer. I don't support breast cancer. I support, like breast cancer awareness and stuff. So I have pink, right? But my special guest, Miss Jen, today is someone who always wears pink. So whenever I have her on my show, I am in my closet looking for pink. I'm like, this morning I was like, something better be clean and pink because I'm gonna wear pink. Somehow I'm gonna be wearing pink. So I have on my pink today because that is her color. That helps her continue to shine in all the ways that she does. And I'm excited for you guys to hear about this today. Sometimes cleaning, I don't know about you, but cleaning is not something I want to do often. I mean, my wife, she wants me to clean a little bit more, you know what I mean? But it's like, you're so busy, right? And I think some of us think, well, I can't afford a maid, right? Like I can't afford somebody to be here all the time. Well, there's options, right? You don't have to have somebody in your house every week or every day, but maybe an occasional time. Or maybe you are someone who's like, I really should just have somebody do this. I should just have somebody come in on a regular cadence and help me keep things together. It would make my life so much better. And to declutter your life physically helps you declutter your life mentally and physically and emotionally and spiritually in so many ways. So we're going to talk about some of those greater impacts of cleaning. It's about cleaning out our lives, cleaning out our minds today. So if you're watching live or by replay, say hello when you come in. Put replay in the comments if you're watching by replay. We appreciate that. That is so cool to see that pop up and see people are watching different times of the day, days later, weeks later, where people are saying, I'm watching the replay because they knew the topic or the person or something was worthwhile to them. So please make sure you do that. And without any further delay, I'm going to bring on our guest. Now, I just met our marketing manager today. So I'm like looking around because I was like, I don't want to say his name wrong. You know how you don't want to say people's names wrong? Anybody have that problem? So I'm going to try to say it. And okay, if I say it wrong, he's going to be nice to me because we became friends today. I'll just say his first name. I can say his first name for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome to the show my friend Jen and Mr. Caden. Welcome to Lucas Live. Excited to have you guys. Now I have to unmute you. So you want to say thank you again?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank
good,
you for
good.
having
See,
Thank
that's,
you. Yeah.
that's the tricky part.
Yeah.
I have to remember to do that. So everybody, welcome them to the show. Hit those hearts, hit those likes, say hello in the comments, share the broadcast. One thing I always like to do, I do this live in front of everybody, just so you guys know. I share this now to my Lucas Tyndale Facebook page because all my studies, I've always been suspicious of Facebook because I'm like, if you're a business page, they're going to suppress your views at some level. Simply because they're like, you told me you were a business. That means you have money. That's
Yes.
And so they're like, we want to make you pay us. So I was like, I'm going to do more through my personal page, share it to my business page, get more reach. And the goal is to reach more people. So I'm going to go to my personal page right now. And then I have to go to my Lucas Live page. And then I'm going to share this there because there's people there who want to see you and want to get to know you. Jen.
Yeah.
So
What's
good
up?
to have you. What's up?
Thank you. I love being here with you. Thank you. Thank you.
You've been a guest multiple times.
Yes.
And a friend and somebody I've known for many years and somebody who I had the pleasure of, and we always say this, but it's just a pleasure because I got to see you start your business.
Day one.
Like, what did
Day
you have?
one.
Like a toilet brush?
Toilet brush, my t-shirt looking like a hot mess, picking up the kids. Knowing I'm going to get it done, but when am I going to get it done? Like, yeah, you were helping me raise my kids.
That was super fun.
So
My
thank you.
McKinley Early Childhood Center days.
Yes.
Her kids went to the center, love her kids
Yeah, you
still.
probably should mention that. That's how you helped me.
Yeah, I was like, he was day one. He was like, and then he just left her. As soon as it was cleaner to do, he was like, I'm out. What is all this cleaning we're talking
You're
about? I'm
right.
not
Yeah,
cleaning anything.
you're definitely a day one, or like you're my day one.
Yeah,
So
it was a pleasure to be there and a pleasure to see. And you've built quite a successful business. You're hiring people, um, and you brought a special guest today. Why don't you introduce him to us and what his role is going to be with the company?
okay, so this is Caden Glod. He is my marketing manager. Literally just hired. This is like a second interview for him
Right.
today, as he was saying. So met him. The craziest thing is how we met.
Hmm.
So, can I explain that?
Hmm.
Oh, awesome. Okay, good.
It's your show.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I
I'll
like
take
when my
over.
guests talk, so
Yeah,
go for it.
I'll take over.
Yes.
So I went to a coffee shop a couple weeks ago, and I was trying to park in this parking spot, and it took me 3 tries, and I'm like, I can't park straight. I'm done. I had to park somewhere else because I couldn't do it. And
Uh-huh.
my Jenny can and Ace carpet cleaning is all over my hot pink car. So I was like, it's too obvious if I park like an idiot. So I have to park normal. So I get out, and I'm like watching this girl, and I'm not kidding. She just parked in this spot like she owned the joint. And I was like, and I don't know why that just brought so much attention to me, but she got out of the car, and I'm like, I just want to like tell you, you parked that car like a boss. And I don't know why I had to tell her, but I had to tell her, and her name's Alex. And so we introduced each other to each other, and we just started talking a little bit. I'm like, here to interview someone for marketing. And she's like, oh, we're in this coffee shop at the time. And she's like, oh, that's my friend Caden. He just graduated with a marketing degree. And I'm like, oh, hi, Caden. How are you? Like, just talk, like a little small talk. And said, we were just talking, and he said, I'll just talk to you afterwards. I go, okay, fine. So I was in this interview for about an hour. And then, I go talk to him, and he's gone. I leave. I'm like, yep, whatever. Is what it is. I had a great interview with this person. So I was like, well, she's probably the one I'm going to hire. So then the next day, apparently he got my information from his friend Alex, and he called me to talk about the position. And I'm like,
Very
wait, this
smart.
kid being
Ambitious.
a very
Yes.
ambitious, and like went out of his way to find out what the name of the company was from his friend, and then found the phone number, looked me up online, found the phone number, called me to talk. I was like, oh, I have to interview this kid, because
Right.
people don't do that stuff. They don't
They don't
go
do it
that
anymore.
far.
That's
No,
not no.
they don't
They're not chasing, which is
at all.
silliness.
God
Right.
forbid. They have to
Right.
find me, right?
Right.
So then I interviewed him, and I interviewed him for 2.5 hours.
Mm.
And here we are today. So, and I was like, do you want to go on this podcast with me? And he said yes. I was like, this is going to
Let's
be
go.
awesome.
Right.
So,
It
yes.
shows his dedication. I mean, that's a big jump. Jumping in and then
Yes.
coming to do a podcast.
Yes.
It's a lot.
Like and we both have no idea what we're getting into. We're just doing it.
We just listen. It's just a conversation amongst friends. We just happen to have cameras and the mics
Yeah.
and be
Yeah.
live. I mean, other than
Right.
that,
Other than that, no
that's
big
it's
deal.
just a conversation. And I think a lot of people are interested in as we think about cleaning. And you talk a lot about hoarding, and I love that
Yes.
because it is something that most people have only seen on TV. Oh, in reality, like
Yeah.
unless they're dealing with it, we hide it. People our regular
1,000%.
cleaning. I got rooms in my house. I'm like, close that door. My wife was like, you better close the door to the extra
Right. People were coming
bedroom
over.
because there's
Yeah.
just stuff in there. And every now and then I go in there and I'm like, I gotta clean this extra bedroom out. And I always think of it this way because my wife is like, she is very neat. Like I'm clean. She's clean and neat and organized.
Yes.
So she wants it all three, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, if it's not too dirty, I think we're fine. You know what I mean? It's not
Right.
bad. And she's like,
Right.
nah. And so every day she doesn't say anything about a mess. I'm like, oh, she's giving me so much grace. Like I literally think about it
Yes.
like the fact that she's let that extra bedroom look like this because I traveled a lot. I'd be bringing my
Yeah.
suitcase in and out and dumping it and unloading, loading and all this crazy
Yeah.
stuff. I was like, wow, she's being so nice. But it's like eventually I'm like, I gotta clean this up. I gotta get it together. But
Yeah.
that is something that can be hard. And sometimes things get so overwhelming
Yes.
until it's like, where do I start? So
Yeah.
when you think about that and how people kind of get from I had a little mess
Yeah.
to a bigger mess
Yeah.
to an unmanageable mess, what is happening there? I know you've looked into that a bit.
So I'm actually right now, and it doesn't mean just for the hoarding disorder. It could be
Mhm.
just cleaning.
Sure.
I am actually getting my certification for hoarding disorder.
Love that.
But one more class. I'm super excited.
Congratulations.
And then
That's
I'll have
amazing.
my
Do
certification.
you know that? I mean, I'm guessing this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's think about this in business. we often don't go to, I don't know if this is a term people say, to the nth degree. We don't go that far. You have a cleaning business.
Yeah.
People have stuff that needs cleaned. You can clean it.
I leave it at that.
You can leave it at that. Like, yeah, okay, it's you, and you don't even have to walk in and be like, "This is hoarding." You could just be like, "This is just more stuff," and you don't have to go in and try to identify a potential issue. Why go so far?
I just want to understand it better
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not in that position. But when I go into these people's houses, there's companies that do remove items. They're junk removal companies
Mm-hmm.
with no empathy. They just want to take the stuff and dump it.
Yeah.
There's not a company in the area that takes the stuff that will help you go through it and not judge you. There's no
You
compassion.
wait. I'm not sure that that's a different level. So wait, I
Yeah.
knew you helped with people who had hoarding issues.
Yeah.
And so to me, that means I'm just willing to do a dirtier quote unquote job. And I don't know, mean no disrespect, but
Right.
in a sense, it's like I'm just willing to go in and deal with whatever that is, whatever the stuff on TV is. I mean, when I see it on TV, it's like insane to me.
Mhm.
It's like animals, feces,
Yes.
like, oh, the cat died
Can I
2 years
tell you
ago.
something? 1 in every 20 people have a hoarding disorder. You know someone. You know many people that have it. They just don't talk about it. They isolate it. There's shame, there's guilt.
1 in 20?
1 in 20 people. 1 out of every 20. Yes.
That's not talked about.
It's not. That's why I wanted to come on here and talk about it because people don't talk about it.
1 in 20. That sounds absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So
So you're always in a room of more than 20.
always,
Yeah.
always. And I can see personally from a I could see how from depression,
Yes.
say how it could get there.
Yeah.
And maybe you can break this down to us.
Okay.
So there's a difference between maybe, I don't know, but you can help us understand this. Like, is there a difference between I'm depressed and I'm not cleaning and things got bad? And then does the disorder come in there, or were you born with it, or maybe it's Maybelline? Like, what's
You truly, there's a debate. And I'm
okay?
not kidding.
Okay.
I've had
Okay.
conversations with counselors and therapists and psychologists.
Yeah.
So what in this class, we're specifically being taught that it's trauma based.
Mm.
But then also there's a learned
There's-
behavior.
Okay.
So it could start off as a learned behavior.
As in, what is a learned behavior like?
Like your family members did it, like your mom and your dad did it, or your mom
Okay,
did
got
it.
you.
And so you're
Got
learning
you.
from
And this
your
is just how we
environment.
live.
And
We
this
don't
is just
clean
how
up
we
that
live.
much. It's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
this
okay.
is
Like
normal.
collecting items and like not decluttering. Like that's how I was raised, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a debate on whether or not it's trauma based. So what did you go through as a kid that has brought you up to this where you can't let go of items?
Interesting.
There's such a
The
psychological
old nature versus nurture argument.
Yes.
Is it natural, or is it how you were nurtured, or is there something else?
Right.
And then going through trauma.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to take this class because as the more I'm learning, um, the more I'm like, there's way more behind it than I think. Nobody thinks about this stuff. They don't think. I'm always interested in the brain and why people do what they do.
Yes.
So this is why it like grabbed onto me. Like, no, I want to learn about this
Yeah.
because there are no companies that are learning about this. And it's not just junk removal. You can't just go in someone's house and take things and throw it away and not think anything of it.
I really thought that's what it was. I
No.
mean, and
Yeah.
forgive me for that.
No.
But in my mind, it's like I think you will go remove the junk
Yeah.
and clean it up and make the house look good again
Yes.
with love. So to me, what you were doing was
Yes.
already amazing. I was like, the fact that you'll do it without judgment and with love and care was already above and beyond to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But you're saying you're willing to say, there's a reason you want to hold on to that thing because of grandma who meant so much to you. But maybe this thing wasn't that. And let's talk
Exactly.
about why that thing maybe should go because we can't keep it all.
Exactly, because we can't keep it all. So I want to make their house safe.
Yeah.
That's the number one. So I want to make it safe. So we do work with a lot of nonprofits that we can donate items to, which
Love
then
that.
people love that.
Yeah.
There's Gwen House, there's Compassion Delivered, there's Not for Sale. There's so many out there that we can donate items to.
Yeah.
So people love that.
Yeah.
So there's the donate, the trash, keep. It's literally like the show. But it's in Stark, Summit, Cleveland, like Tuscarawas, like it's our surrounding areas. We'll go about an hour and a half away, depending on the situation. So it is literally like the show, But it's not, I don't want to haul stuff away unless they're ready to give it up.
Yeah.
If they're not ready to give it up, I can't do it. I just walk away.
Yeah.
And then when they're ready, they reach out.
You'll call back
I mean, I've literally had a lady who lost custody of her daughter
because she didn't clean
because
her
she had a
house.
hoarding disorder. Her bathroom didn't work. And we gave her the quote and she never called back.
Wow.
Yeah.
For people out there who are watching, I want to say hello to some people in the comments here in just a second. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your comments. We see you. For people out there right now, and I want to make sure we do this throughout. And people want to get a hold of you. I want to make sure we do that several times throughout because somebody's hearing you right now and they're thinking, I got to go to work in a second. I need to make sure I get this lady's information.
Yeah.
Or somebody out there watching, somebody who needs this and you didn't know how to help them. You didn't know where to start. We want to make sure you guys know how they can find you. And we're not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to do this throughout. How can they find you?
Several ways. You can go onto my website if you want to check us out first. You can email me at jennycancleaning.com.
The website is
jennycancleaning.com. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. And then the email is jenny@jennycancleaning.com.
Is there two N's in can or is one?
No,
N?
one N.
Okay. I don't know why I see
You
that in
put
my
two
head.
N and I just ignored it. It's totally fine. People do it all the time.
I did it on the flyer.
Yeah.
Why do I do that?
I have a hard time correcting you, so I just left it alone. And then you put my previous name, and I left it alone.
I think you put that on the thing you filled out. I saw anyway.
Did I? You know what? I might have because I do. Even though I have a hard time, still. I mean, I was been divorced for years, so.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I understand that you are a newlywed. You've
Yes,
been married for a little bit now.
December.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So happy for you.
Thank you. So he does pressure washing and outside windows. So he started his business too. So his name's Mike Gentile.
Mike Gentile. So your new last name is Gentile. Which is perfect. I think she's gonna have to change the name to Gentile Cleaning. It's like gentle. She's so Gentile. She is very Gentile. It's perfect.
I like that. Thank you.
It's perfect. So, Katie, let's talk a little bit about marketing.
Yes.
Right. As we think about marketing in any business and people out there who are watching, let me say hello to some people here. Gloria, Gloria, thank you so much for being here. Christina, thank you. Jasha, Lily, hello. Molly Little said Jenny Can does such a great job helping people without judgment. Hey, Molly from NAMI and
yes,
NAMI.
We partner with NAMI.
Love that.
We do partner with NAMI, so they're part of my resources as far as so get the house done and then let's get the mind cleared up.
Shout out to NAMI Stark County. If you guys don't know about NAMI, check them out. We work closely with NAMI as well. My aunt works in mental health, has worked in mental health for many years. She said hoarding disorder is actually now included in diagnostic and statistical manual in the diagnostic and statistical manual with emotional and mental disorders. That's good.
It's true.
It needs to be, right?
It needs to be, yeah. Because it's, like I said, it's not talked about, but people who have the hoarding disorder are isolating themselves. They don't let people come over, but they aren't going out as often either. So they have nobody to talk to. So this is exactly where NAMI would be great. And NAMI has told me too, if it's something we can't handle, we will give you that resource.
They will send out.
So they've been amazing to work with.
I love that. I love
and then
that.
this is also then when Mr. Caden comes in too to get this out more for me. Because I'm only one person, but he's an expert.
I love that. So we're going to talk more about that. Shout out to Shahidra. She said, so awesome to have them out at the 5th annual Health and Wellness Fair.
Yeah.
And this ties importance of our health. Isn't it amazing?
Great. I had first year there, I had no idea. I just thought, oh, it's just probably a smaller show. Oh no.
Thousands.
No, thousands.
People just, you're like, I think I'm running out of stuff.
I did. I ran out of stuff the first 2 hours. Wow. I was like, it's probably the biggest show, I'll be perfectly honest. Through every event that I've been a vendor show at, that is probably the biggest show that I was in and had absolutely no idea what I was getting myself into.
And you were just there by yourself. You didn't have people.
I didn't even have people. I would have brought more stuff, more people.
Yes. Shout out to Shauna Shahidra Strong.
Yeah.
The 5th year, the great work that they do in the community. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, Tawana, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, guys. We appreciate your comments, your hearts, your likes, hit the hearts. Say something in the comments. Say hello. And if you know somebody who needs these services, you don't have to tell us. Just reach out. Go to jennycancleaning.com.
Yeah.
Or reach out to me. I can get you connected to her or reach out to her directly.
And we're on Facebook also. So you can see a lot of before or after pictures, some videos, a lot of videos on my website. And you can also reach me at 330-704-1021. And it comes to me directly.
Love that.
Nobody else gets that phone call.
Wow, that's amazing. Hey, Lindsay Rose, she says, this is something I feel is probably very overlooked with people for mental health.
Oh, I'm
Thank
gonna
you
cry.
guys. You guys, we appreciate your comments. We appreciate you guys' engagement. Hit that share button, share it to your page, maybe send it to a group text. Somebody you know out there may need to hear this, and it may be challenging. You know, it may be hard to have this type of conversation, but this may be something that opens the door. So please, 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 you guys think about that. So Caden,
Yeah, Kaden.
welcome to the show and welcome to the business. Welcome to the
Thank
company.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
you're a recent graduate, a recent marketing graduate. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I graduated from Ohio University in May. And while I went to school there, I worked at a scooter delivery service. So think of a DoorDash, but for a luxury gas station. So like something like Love's.
Right.
So these college students could get on their phones and they would go on the Snag app and they could order all of these different, it was like from wine to cat food that they would deliver.
They could snag it.
And
Yeah,
yes,
literally,
yes.
Right.
And these scooter drivers would toss all of the product like in this big red backpack, and they would hop on an electric scooter and drive all the way to wherever the person ordered from.
Is this in the winter too?
Mhm.
Oh,
So
Wow.
I can say the winter was awful because I initially started as a driver there. So I was on the scooter when it was like negative degrees
Yeah.
outside. Yeah. And the tips were good, but
Right?
I mean, it was
Yeah.
They did a
cold.
snowstorm
cold.
for
Yeah.
me to bring me a pack of gum. I guess they should
Right.
do a
Yeah.
little more for it.
right.
I love that.
Yeah.
So at that company, though, I did a lot of field marketing and digital marketing, and then I ended up managing an ambassador program through their company. So it was a really great experience in college to kind of get me prepared for the questions and all of the problems I might see, especially just in engagement with people.
Yeah.
Specifically in our field marketing, we had a lot of issues of passing out QR codes and whatnot. And I found that it's like I learned quite a lot of how to get people to engage with something so simple that like we wouldn't really think about, like, why is it so hard for you to scan this QR code?
Right.
But I had to learn how to make it exciting and make it fun for people. So
This is exciting. You better be careful bringing your good marketing guy out in front of everybody.
Listen,
We're all like,
you know
hey.
what's so funny?
We
is
all
I
need
was
that.
like, I'm going to introduce him to Lucas, but
All right, right.
there is a non-compete. No, I'm
No, no,
he
right.
hasn't signed any paperwork yet.
Uh-oh.
We're leaving here, and that's what we're
Okay, you better
doing.
go sign it because people are going to hear this and
Yeah.
be like, this is amazing. I think
Yes.
I'm a marketing guy. I love marketing. So these are things that I'm love talking about, love hearing about. And people don't realize there's a lot of people out there who are, you run a business, you have a small business, or maybe even work at a business, and people, number one, don't invest in it.
Yeah.
They're like, if I build it, they will come. No, they won't. They just won't. Not because they don't like you. Even your friends and family, they'll do as much as they can. They'll buy your thing the first day, and they'll be like, "I got one."
Yeah.
And then they're gone.
They're
And they're
gone.
like, "I did what I did. Like, isn't that enough?" And it's like, no, I need to have a business that sustains and goes on.
Yes.
And so it is up to us to
Yes.
keep it in front of people. Even solutions like this, like coming on and talking about this. There's somebody here who's going to hear this
Yeah.
and think, number one, I don't have a hoarding problem, but I want somebody to come and clean my house one
Yes.
good time because I need to get it ready and I'm tired of thinking about it. Or they're
Right.
thinking I'm having a big birthday party for a loved one
Yeah.
this year. Or whatever it is. Or and you have to tell us,
You know, I
do you
had a lady who-
commercial?
What'd you say?
Do you do any commercial?
I do
cleaning?
actually.
Because I know it's not,
It's
it
not
wasn't always your
my-
thing.
It is not. I do commercial, but nobody knows this, but I guess I might as well tell you now.
Okay.
I am hiring for commercial cleaning to expand that side of the
Does your
business.
sister know?
She actually
is.
does, and she doesn't love it. But I
works
love you,
closely
Angie.
with
Thanks
her
for dealing
sister.
with me. Yeah.
She started the business. She hired her sister, but her sister's the boss.
Yeah,
You know,
seriously, yeah.
that's how Tiff is around here.
When I told her about what I want to do, she literally sent me a list of questions on how it's going to work. I'm like, don't worry your pretty little face off.
Ah,
So it'll work.
it'll work.
Because here's the thing, we get asked all the time for commercial and I give it away. There's a couple cleaning companies that we network with and I just hand it on over. And I had 2 young people
Mm-hmm.
sit down with me and lecture me on why I do that. 25 years old, and he owns a local company in the area, and my 18-year-old son. He's like, so you could have extra cleaning 7 days a week and make more money and get the company
do it
out
with
there more
businesses
and do it
and
with businesses.
It's
And,
even more consistent.
and I'm
and it's-
like, yeah, I know. And so I literally had a whole 45-minute conversation with one person and then went home and talked to my son about it. And he's like, you're crazy if you don't. And like I said, people have been asking me for years,
I
years.
I think of you, and Caden is going to help you do this. I think of you this way, and I want everybody to think of you this way. I think of you as the go-to person in this area, and I would like everybody to think of you first, residential or in business, to say, can we get Jenny? Can we get her team? Can we get her people in there? They're vibrant, they're understanding, they're professional. They do it with flair, you do it with style, you do it. There's something about the way you do business. And I just think everybody, I mean, I literally in my mind think they should at least think of you first. And if they have to go with somebody else because some reason you can't help them, and you don't, whatever that means.
Right. I personally agree with you,
Yeah.
but that we're not always a good fit for people.
Yeah.
And I can understand that.
It's fine.
I walk into a house and I've had people look me up and down because I'm wearing pink. Like, what is this crazy lady wearing pink for? This isn't, even with people who have a hoarding disorder, I don't stray from
Your style.
my style, my bright
Yeah.
color. They look at me like, well, no, she can't help me. By the end of it, they're in tears because I can help them.
Because you care.
And it's not just because I wear pink, but I think pink makes people happy. They smile or they judge. Either way, I'm fine with it. Residential, commercial, hoarding disorder, one-time cleans, reoccurring cleanings. I mean,
I appreciate that. I was kind of saying that, and then I was thinking to myself, like, I may be misstating this. Is maybe somebody has, somebody's 70th birthday party and they want to clean
Oh,
up the
yeah.
house or do something big.
oh yeah.
You do that,
One-time vacant or spring cleanings, bring it on.
even if it's not spring.
Even if it's not
Spring's almost
spring, yeah.
over. Okay.
I know.
I don't want to
Listen,
make sure she gets the wording
people
right.
have corrected me so many times.
Spring sounds good in the spring, but
Spring,
when
yeah.
spring is over, it's like you
You
still
will
do
call
it.
it a fall cleaning, a deep cleaning,
Call it
a
whatever
spring
you want.
cleaning it's a deep cleaning of some sort. Yeah.
And do you still offer laundry services?
Yeah, we still offer laundry
So
services.
tell the people about that. Everybody out there, listen. All you busy professionals, I see Shahidra on here and some others who are running around all the time. I don't know who else is out here listening. What's up, Brian? What's going on? He said, I have a player on my basketball team, Casey Bolyard. Casey Bolyard. I wonder if they're related. Interesting. Casey Bolyard.
Maybe by marriage years ago.
Okay, maybe by marriage years ago.
Yeah.
What's up, Brian? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking in. Jenny can. Yes, they can. That's right, Molly, right?
I love it.
Ron, thank you so much for being here. But busy parents, like
Yes.
me and my wife,
Right.
Shahidra, so many others out there, men and women out there who are watching, who are listening. I know for many of us, laundry never stops.
Never.
Laundry, like, the only thing that disappears is the other sock. Everything else keeps coming back.
Yeah.
So true, right?
Like
The
if the
other
rest of it
sock.
just disappear and come back clean,
Yes.
that would be good. But you make clothes disappear and come back clean. Talk to us about your
Yes.
laundry service.
We make clothes come back folded.
Oh,
Yes,
not
and
just
smell
cleaned in
good
all
and
jumbled
clean.
up like mine.
Yes, in a ball in the
That's
basket.
how mine look right now. Yeah.
So you could do we have options. Everyone loves options.
Mhm.
You could drop it off at the office. You could pick it up.
Right on Fulton.
Right on Fulton,
Yep.
5890 Fulton Drive, Northwest. Or we could pick it up from your house.
That's amazing.
So we pick up in Stark County. There's a little bit of a price difference.
Sure. Fair.
And there's a minimum with when we pick it up, but other than that, it's the same service. So I do have people in the office that specifically focus on the laundry.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good, and we're growing the laundry business. I love it.
I know you want to grow. You want to grow more than your sister wants to grow. I bet.
I do.
I know you have other aspirations
Oh,
with
yeah,
laundry.
those are secrets.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I'm super excited because just in the next couple years, there'll be a whole nother Jenny
Venture.
can thing going on.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's a lot, but I don't care. It's how my brain works, and I love it.
I love it, Caden. You're about to work for somebody who never stops.
Mm-hmm.
Never stops being ambitious and wanting to grow. And I think that's the spirit of a true entrepreneur, to be honest. Sometimes I have to think, myself, I'm like, finish this right now. Like right now, I'm building a Lucas Live Media website, which is pretty much done. It's going to be a community hub with a community calendar, a way to celebrate hidden gems in our community because we do celebrate. I'm okay with celebrating people who we always celebrate, and we have a way of doing that. But you'll be able to nominate people, and people will be able to be celebrated collectively. I'm so excited about it. Like, it's just a community hub. I'm just so excited
Love it.
about it. It's almost done. But I'm doing that while doing this, while doing that, and I'm dreaming of the next thing and the next thing. I'm into AI, so now I realize there's things that I dreamed of that I couldn't do because I couldn't afford a $10,000 website or to build this app, and now I'm doing it, and it's blowing my mind. But I'm very ambitious and always growing. And to the people around you, sometimes they're like, it's like the balloon keeps lifting off. They're like, slow down, you're flying away, you're
Yeah.
flying away.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? How are you excited to get in with such an innovative thinker and leader?
Well, I feel like, especially in our interview, we were able to see eye to eye on that exact thing where it's always exciting to create something.
Mm-hmm.
And that ambition, not a ton of people have. And so far, I just find it really exciting.
He says so far.
I know, so far.
Keyword.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's honest and fair. He doesn't
Yeah.
know any different, right?
Right.
So I was able to see eye to eye with her just because I have my own AI integration business.
We are going to
So-
be friends.
I
I'm
know. I
telling
have
you.
a feeling you guys are going to be networking
I'm like,
together.
yeah, I'm like, can he come work from here some days?
Right, right,
Have our
right.
minds going. That'd be cool.
He can work from anywhere, I think.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
So when we started having conversation and she started throwing out some of these ideas that she had, I was like, let's do it. Every single thing, let's do it. Because why not?
Why not?
So
Yeah, I love that thinking because that's how I think. Why not?
I think
Why
not?
can't we be everything cleaning under
Yes.
one roof? Why not?
Why not? Why not? I'm gonna say hello to somebody. My guy Marcus Bentley. What's up, my man? He said I met her before. They have an amazing investment team and networking, and investment in team and networking organization that we have modeled our Black think tank after. It's a lot of money in here. Okay, Marcus. I'm not sure if you're talking about Jenny Can or if you're talking about. Okay, he said.
Listen, if so, let's talk.
I know. Let's talk. He said
Well,
something about a
let's
lot of
talk,
money.
Marcus.
He said cleaning contracts with the government, $100,000 to $250,000. Marcus, let's talk.
Yes,
get this
let's
thing
talk.
connected. Marcus, Marcus, I trust you, and I know you trust me. And this is somebody who I'd vouch for 1,000 times over. So I don't know anybody better, and I don't know anybody who cares more because
Aw.
again, there's people who come in and clean, and it's fine. And they'll come and they'll leave, and you'll be like, I think they did what they were supposed to do. But to know somebody comes with the attitude of caring, and it doesn't mean. Let's be clear. Jen is not coming to clean your house
Yeah.
anymore. She used to.
I
knew
did.
her. I knew her when.
He saw me in my I
Sorry.
would leave and I would look all like I would look okay coming in and I would look all crazy and dusty coming back to pick up the kids.
She's like, I'm back. I've been
Yeah.
in the trenches. But let's talk a little bit about your team and people,
Oh.
because it's one
Yeah.
thing for me to trust you.
Right.
It's another thing for me to trust that you bring great people around you, and that the people who are coming into my home or in my business are people who I'd want to have in my home or in my business.
1,000%. So we don't do bodies.
Okay.
That is one thing Jenny Can doesn't need. I don't need a body. I want
Yes.
people who truly have a servant's heart, who really want to do this. This job is mentally and physically tough.
Yeah.
So you have to have the right heart to do this business. Any type of cleaning, I feel like. But then I do have specific teams for people who have the hoarding disorder. I'm not sending just anybody in there to do it. I refuse. It's not about money. It's about truly helping people. Even if I don't make a dime, I just want to help people. But I have two specific teams that will go and do these types of cleanings because their hearts are in the right place. I have one girl that's been with me for 5 years, and every time she cleans somebody's house that has a hoarding disorder, she thanks me. And I'm just like, wow.
She thanks you for letting you go do
yes.
this service.
Thanks me every time, and she wants to do more. So that's why the other thing is it's crazy to think that I have a team, they want to do more, but yet I had 4 people contact me last week regarding hoarding disorder. That's the most I've had since I started this about almost 2 years ago. So we're implementing in the next couple weeks, but at the same time, it's getting out there.
That's amazing.
And then, so she's thanking me for this. So then it makes me feel like, well, why would I not help people if I have the right team to do it? I'm very proud of who we have. We have about 30 employees between 2 businesses. We are not stopping at this point. And people are reaching out to us to see if we're hiring. I mean, we have an ad on Indeed, but people are literally referring and reaching out to us to see if we're hiring. Yes. I did tell my sister at the beginning of the year, I told her, I said, there's a shift with employees this year.
Yeah.
There's a shift. I feel it with everything.
What do you think the shift is?
I feel like people are finally hearing about us and saying, you know what, if I'm cleaning, I want to work for the best cleaning company in the area, not just a cleaning company. They treat their employees good. We truly take care of them because we've had employees leave and then beg for their job back within 4 days
Yeah.
because we know we're going to treat you right, but also we got to treat the client right. So you have to have the same mindset with both.
Yes.
We want to treat our employees great. Like they don't want to leave. They don't need a second job. Like that's our whole goal. With that being said, this is exactly how we treat our clients. Like, I don't want you to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I want you to reach out and know that you're going to contact me. I'm going to set everything up and we're going to get this taken care of. Whether it's from just regular cleaning, one cleaning,
Yes.
empty house to hoarding disorder.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
That means so much because again, cleaning is such an intimate, personal thing.
It is.
Especially your house and even your business. I mean,
Yes.
I feel this is a home away from home here. Your home in general, I think it's a place we're so accustomed to hiding things. I mean, even I knew someone years ago, and you may run into this. They had a cleaner who would come in, and I remember their mom yelling at us to clean up because the cleaner was coming.
Yes.
I was like,
Hate that.
y'all got a house
Right.
cleaner?
What's the point of having
I
it?
was about to start spilling stuff, and they're like,
Yes.
"Clean up, the housekeeper's coming." I was like,
Everyone does
okay.
it.
It's like, fix your brakes. We're about to take it to the shop.
Right.
What's that about?
No, people would think we're judging them. It's a whole judgmental thing.
Yeah.
I would much rather walk into a person's house and you show me exactly
The
how you
real.
live. The real. You show me
now
the
I can know
real.
how to handle it, clean it up,
Yes.
organize it, help you really
Yeah,
get it
I've
together.
gone on quotes where they show me the real.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I went to a quote last week. I love this lady. I pulled up and her grass was really high. And I was like, she just needs some help.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like she just needs some help. I gave her a number to a landscaper who just happens to be my son. And I was like, listen, he will take care of you. And I was like, please don't I'm not judging you. I just want to help you.
Yes.
Gave her the quote for the cleaning, and it's a weekly cleaning, and we'll be there every single week to help her. And so will my son.
When it comes to, so say, I want to break this down because people may not know how it works because I don't know how it works. So say I need you to come get my life together because it's been a mess in here, right?
Yes.
So you come day one and it's a whole mess.
Yeah.
After that, though, I want to sign up for recurring services. So talk to us about how does that work? Is it like, okay, this initial cleanup is a bigger job, so we got to do this. But if we come back every week, because we're not having to paint the wall, you know, like we don't have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
Now it's a more lower rate. It's a consistent.
Yes.
Like, how does that look?
So it's exactly it. The first cleaning is always the most expensive, whether you get a spring cleaning or a first time maintain. It is the most expensive because it is getting caught up.
Yes.
Is all it is getting caught up. So it takes more time. After that, if you go weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, it's still, as long as you're doing, if you go monthly, as long as you're doing the stuff in the middle, it'll be easier to maintain. It won't be technically a spring cleaning every time. Depending on how you live.
How do you do that? So do your people walk in and they're like, oh, it's a spring cleaning?
Yeah.
You didn't warn us. Like, do they have to have that conversation with the person and say, hey, we're supposed to be here to spritz down the bathroom and wipe off the counters, and it looks like you've had 3 parties and a...
Yeah, they're warned. That's why I go to the quotes.
Okay.
They're warned.
Because there's an additional fee.
Because there's if there's anything extra that I'm not aware of, like, because you can have stuff everywhere, but I don't see what's underneath.
Yeah.
So in every single quote that I send, there is a little
addendum that says,
a little addendum that says if anything is above normal wear and tear. Now, what is that normal wear and tear? There's a description.
Yes.
Because I've learned you have to have a description.
Yes.
Because people
will argue.
Perceptions.
Yes. Right.
Their perceptions are different. So the maintain is the easy part. So of course there's a lower cost. One thing I do want to add though is I don't do contracts. So if you hire us initially for the first cleaning and then a couple months goes by and you're like, you know what? Our family got together. We're going to just do it ourselves. We walk away. It's fine. If somebody can't financially afford it and you just can't, like, I just can't afford it.
Beating down their door and harassing them like, we're here to clean.
We're here to clean your house and want your credit card.
We can't even eat. Right.
Right. Yeah. No, you lose your job. I can't justify. I have friends who are cleaning companies that make people sign contracts with a credit card.
And
then
they
charge it. And I just can't sleep at night if I did that. So I can't do that. So sometimes at the last minute, people just cancel because something happened, and it is what it is. It's part of business, and I feel for them. Or if they do need somebody maybe less expensive, we'll introduce them to somebody who is a solo cleaner. And, you
Sure.
know, solo cleaners, there's good and bad about having a business
Sure.
company come too.
Yep.
So we will refer out. I literally had a woman last week leave me a 5-star review, and we didn't even touch her house because I couldn't get her cleaning in
Wow.
the week she needed it. So I referred her to another cleaning company, and she left me a 5-star review because she said that she talked to me and that I went above and beyond and I didn't have to do that. But I told her I'd much rather you get your house done than me
Right.
say, well, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Good luck.
That's amazing. And I think that's a great lesson for a lot of business owners is there's enough for everybody to win.
So much.
There are times when our business or service doesn't meet the need for whatever it is, for whatever reason it is, but to then build a network of others who do it. And when we have that, when we get rid of the scarcity mindset, we get abundance.
1,000%.
That's
We
just how it
started a
works.
cleaning network, a local cleaning network meeting that we meet once a month with local cleaning businesses, which has been good for me because even though I've been doing it for almost 15 years, the people that have been doing it for 2 or 3 years, their mindsets are way different than mine. And they might do something outside the box that I never even thought of. So I'm learning from people who have been doing it less than I have, but
I love that.
they're younger than me. Their brains are
Thinking of things a
different.
little differently.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. It
which is
happens
totally
so
fine.
fast. We look
Yeah.
up and we just have to be like, I accept it.
I've accepted it.
So, Kaden, as you think about marketing a cleaning business, number one, for those out there who are listening, who are again, they have a business or are thinking of things. This is just a marketing conversation because I love marketing. What do you think is some of the latest things in marketing that people should be looking at, thinking of, and maybe implementing in their business or anything they're trying to do to get the word out?
Yeah.
So I think that people are really, I think one problem is that people really like over explain marketing way too much.
Okay.
I think we all need to remember that marketing is the relationship between you and another person. So that's the biggest thing.
Interesting.
So one thing that like really stands out to me about our company is the idea that Jenny like goes and volunteers and like really gets her hands dirty with the community. And not just that, she cares a lot.
Yes.
And one thing that really, really helps our company specifically is being able to create those relationships because you care, not because you have to.
Great.
Yeah.
And so
love
to any business owner out there, the idea that I'm getting at is that when you care enough, it'll show. And the biggest thing is just make that relationship with someone. Go up to them and talk to them, call that person, you know, message them on LinkedIn. Any of those things that you need to do to build that relationship, that is marketing.
I love it.
I think
I love
that's
it.
I
He
think
had me in tears.
you got a gem over there. You got a hit
Listen,
gem.
I knew he was rare.
Yeah, yeah. I love that because marketing can be over complicated. And it takes work and it takes a lot. And I always say it, we were talking about that this morning. I'm like, you have to have a lot of touch points and you don't always know what worked. When I worked in McKinley Early Childhood, I remember we put a new sign up and people would come and they would say, I'd say, how did you hear about us? They say, I saw the sign. I'm like, yes, thank you. Glad that worked. But you probably have seen our name or heard something somewhere else. A sign alone doesn't make you drop off your children, your prized possessions.
Right, your babies.
You know, and they're like, oh yeah, well I did see something and I did hear something and I did. So it's like all of these touch points that get people to build trust. You need people to know, like, and trust you.
I live by that.
Yeah, and I'm like, you have to build the bridge before you need it. And I always think so often there's no bridge and they're just going at people like, buy my thing, do my thing, do my thing. And they're like, I don't even know who you are.
Right.
And everybody says, buy my thing, do my thing, do my thing. So who are you? I love that. Shout out to Amanda Pagnucco. She says, you're going into homes in a vulnerable space and bringing peace and calming to chaos.
Yes, I
She
love
said,
that.
I love that care you're representing. I love that. John Allensworth is on the NAMI board. He says, Jenny, talk about marketing with Troy, ESP, the dumpster billboard, he said.
Oh, yeah. So I do have a dumpster out there that's hot pink.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So Troy Malott, he owns White Dumpster. He actually came up with the idea, which I thought was such a genius idea considering what we do. So I have a hot pink Jenny Can Ace carpet cleaning dumpster around. So I am teaming up with someone to do more, which I haven't told you yet. But like doing the marketing of getting that out there more. And a lot of times people don't want so much that in your face, depending on what you're getting rid of and
Fair.
how your life is, which I totally get. I
That's
will
fair.
never purposely ever be disrespectful and put that in front of your yard if you don't want it.
Sure.
There's literally white dumpsters
Yes,
that
that's
we can do plain.
right.
But yeah, so I have the dumpster.
You also have another business,
Yeah, Ace Carpet Cleaning.
Ace Carpet Cleaning.
Just Ace Carpet Cleaning.
Now it's funny because I've heard of Ace Carpet Cleaning probably most of my life, if not my
So
whole life.
it's been in business 80 years this year. I've only had it for 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
It's been 3
That's
years. Can you believe
incredible.
it? Yeah.
We've
So-
used Ace Carpet Cleaning in my house. My wife was like, "We're getting the living room carpet done," and she was fed up. She might have even been the one that made the call, but she knew you because she knew me.
Thank you.
And just so you know, here's something I love. I
Okay.
always say, be someone's person even before they ever need you or use you. Right?
Yes.
So I'm like, to realtors, I'm like, keep marketing, keep promoting, because people don't buy a house but every so often, but be their person in their mind.
Yeah, that's good.
Cleaning, be their person in their mind. Media and some of the things we do, we want to be the people's person in their mind. People call us for the most random. I'm like, I never even thought about that. They're like, but I think you can do it, and we figured out, right? First of all, you guys did our carpets, but I want you to know you're our carpet person, you're our house cleaning person, you're our laundry person. Whenever we pull the trigger on any of those things,
Yes.
you're our person. So when my wife
love
was like,
it.
we got to get it, she didn't even think of anybody else. She was like, there's no question. What are we talking about?
I love
Like,
it.
call
Thank
her. What are you doing? Where's she at? Like,
Yes.
so,
Thank you.
and we didn't call and say, hey, Jen, I know you just come over here and hook us up. You know,
Yeah.
just call and get the service and pay. And
Right.
and you guys did a wonderful job. It was
Thank you.
simple thing. And it was one room. It wasn't even a lot. So it was like easy to say, you know, and I don't remember how it went, but it's like, I know that's not normal necessarily. Just go do one room or something.
Oh, it's
but
normal. It's very
you
normal.
guys do
Oh,
that?
we
Okay,
do.
'cause
Yeah.
other businesses don't all
Yeah,
do
we
that.
do. We
I
have
know
a
that.
minimum, but we do one
Okay.
room. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I
we
love
do.
that. Let's talk about Ace Carpet Cleaning.
Yes. Okay. So I've had the business 3 years ago. I bought it from the previous owner, but her family members have had it from her grandpa to her dad to her, and she was just ready to retire.
Right.
She was looking to sell the business for about 5 years and couldn't find anybody that she knew, like, and trusted
Wow.
to take over her
I love
family's
that.
legacy.
Yes.
So when we met, the story goes, we signed paperwork 6 months later. And here we are 3 years later with trying to grow that side of the business as well. She had it part-time. She worked more than part-time, but she had, as far as the working hours, part-time. So we're taking a part-time business, making it into full-time.
Yes.
So we now have 2 employees, 2 vans, and it's going really well. We just, of course, would always love to go into the commercial spectrum of
Okay.
it. So that's something I'm actually looking into. I hired someone recently who has I've been a very blessed woman this year with
Okay.
my hiring.
You've been a blessed woman.
I mean, my
but-
whole life, really.
I know,
But as far as like employees, like I'm
There's just
telling
some
you, there's
special things going
truly a shift. She worked at a local carpet cleaning business and restoration company for years. She was let go like 3 years ago. I interviewed her 3 years ago. I just couldn't afford her.
Wow.
So I couldn't hire her, but I would
So
love
I'd love
her
to have
brain
you,
as
but
well.
you're worth more than what I can
Right.
do right now.
I just can't do it. So we hired somebody else to help with the carpet side, but she didn't know anything about carpet cleaning.
Mhm.
She ended up leaving, and my Angie and me were like, Angie especially was like, "Who's that girl that we interviewed 3 years ago?" And I reached out to somebody who referred her, got her number again, interviewed her, hired her, and she's on board right now. Her name's Tiffany. Welcome, Tiffany.
Welcome, Tiffany,
Yes.
to the team. I love that.
Yes.
Welcome,
Her brain
Tiffany.
is really good with the carpet cleaning because she's already coming up with ideas, changing things. And it's, and I'm like, I'm actually letting go and letting her do it because she knows way more than I do.
Question for you, Jen. Where do you get the most? Because, like, sitting here talking to you is exciting and encouraging every time. I mean, I've had it. I've interviewed you more than just this because we've done
Yes.
content and things. So
Yeah.
I've got to hear things that some of which you share with others, some of which you don't. Because you're modest and you don't always share all the success, and I've had a pleasure of learning that. And again, I got to see you start. So to see where you are is extremely motivating as a fellow entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because there's days where you're like, what am I doing?
Yep.
I'm fully skilled to go work somewhere and make great money and
Right.
be a great asset and be beyond better than a normal employee because I'm going to bring that entrepreneurial, self-driven, you don't have to micromanage me, and I'm going to give you a million ideas spirit to any job.
Yes.
So, but to do the entrepreneurial piece is there's just days where you're like, why did I set myself up to have to think about
Oh,
all
yeah.
these things?
Mhm.
So, and then when will the success be what I hope the success will be, where I can really feel it, right?
Is it ever enough?
I don't know, but I don't
Is
know.
there
I'm not,
always
I'm not where you
more?
are, so I don't know. I assumed there's a spot where you're like, oh, this is at least pretty good.
It's funny because my son
Yeah.
asked me a couple weeks ago. He's like, "Do you think you'll ever get to that point where enough is enough?" And I'm like, "No."
But it's
Like,
not. But see, I think there's an important difference in what you're saying.
yeah.
You're not saying it out of greed.
No. Oh
Right?
my
So let's
gosh,
explain that.
no.
You're
Yeah.
not saying there's not enough because I just need more money and more stuff and more
No.
stuff. You give more than people could ever imagine. You're involved in more than people could ever imagine. When you say is it enough, it means like scratching that itch to grow and do all that you were
Yes,
created to be.
absolutely. It's to grow more. How can we be better?
Yeah.
What can we add on to the business that nobody else is doing? How can I make even my employees' lives easier?
Mm.
So part of the reason I want to do the commercial cleaning is so they don't, we do have some commercial cleaning, but they don't have to do it anymore.
Hmm.
I want them to work their day job and keep it their day job.
Yes.
And let's set apart and like have people specifically for commercial cleaning so they don't get burnt
I
out
love that.
and quit. Because that's what will end up happening. Like, yeah, we're a great company, but if they're burnt out, they're
They're still
gone.
gone.
They're
Love you or
gone.
not, they're gone.
Mentally or physically.
And you'd
They're
understand
gone.
that.
Yeah,
You'd
and
be
I
like, I
completely
don't
get
want
it.
you to be in a bad space.
Right. So now, is there ever enough? No, I started doing Airbnbs
Mm-hmm.
last year because it's an.
Talk to me about what are you talking about? What does that mean? You posted some things about Airbnb, and I'm like,
Yes.
I'm not sure what she means. But I love the business model of Airbnbs. I know
Yes.
people who, I mean, I've heard of people doing them in other cities and spaces and places. Talk to us about your Airbnb business. Is it local? Where are we at? Can I
Yeah.
go stay there?
So
What's up?
we actually have two. I started last March. I bought a house by the University of Akron, 3 blocks from the university.
Mhm.
5 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. We started. I bought it honestly to rent to college students. That's was my first purpose.
Yeah.
Because common
Love
sense
people
says,
do
"Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
easy." I just wanted more. It's to me, it's so simple. Like let's rent to college students. You'll get your monthly payment and whatever. For some reason, I like a challenge.
I
And I don't know why.
clearly, because I'm like, you know how much college students are paying to
Right.
stay in those places? They're all
I
each
know.
paying a whole rent. And yeah, anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
No, so I had to redo the house. And it's not, of course, where I want it to be, but it's growing slowly. But yeah, we furnished the whole entire house, and it's gonna look different than any other college house on the block, which is on Kling Street, by the way.
Wow.
So I'm super excited, and it has been so busy. It's been a very constant rental for Airbnb.
Mm. I
Obsessed.
didn't know that.
Oh
That's
yeah, it's going
amazing.
really,
That's
really
great
well.
to know.
People have told me I was not very smart to do it. They used other terms, but they told me I wasn't very smart to do an Airbnb by 3 blocks away from the University of Akron, and it's been booked. It's been booked. The other one I just got is in North Canton Lake Township.
Mhm.
That one's a little slow going. Akron was a little slow going at the beginning. It's to be expected.
Sure.
That one's like 1,300 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 3 beds. I would love to get that one going as well as the Akron one, but I've had the Akron one longer. So yeah, and that one's on Grimes in North Canton Lake Township area.
Love that.
So help me get this one rented.
Let's get it rented,
So
ladies
we
and
can do it
gentlemen.
a couple different ways, though.
Okay.
Can I throw that in there?
Talk to us about
Okay.
it. Tell
So we
us
could
about it.
yeah. So you could do anything from an extended stay, weekend, of course, but you could your family's coming into town. You don't want them to
That's what I
necessarily
was just
stay with
thinking.
you.
That's what I was
You're like, I
thinking.
don't
Or
really
they
like
don't.
your
They
kids.
come in both of
Yes.
those things happen. Family comes into town.
Yes.
My sister came into town, last year, and she stayed with my dad. He doesn't have a lot of space. They made it work.
Yes,
But,
but
she's from a
yes.
big city. I mean, it would have been much more comfortable.
Right.
But,
And it is fully stocked.
yeah.
You don't have to worry about anything. I mean, I've gotten everything from a toothbrush to the shampoo to all the coffee you could possibly imagine to water to like everything that you could think of in an Airbnb. So we could do short-term rentals, mid-term rentals. You could do long-term. I'm never going to say no, you can't stay there for a year.
Sure.
But that's how we're offering that one. We'll do that one with the Akron, but the Akron one's been easier to rent for 4 to 5 weeks at a time. I mean,
What?
construction workers.
They're coming into town.
They're coming into town.
That's picking up, and that's about to pick up
Yes.
around here.
Yes.
And for better or worse, people have different thoughts about some of the investments and some of the things going on, and I don't know.
Right, we don't-
I don't even know about all that. Really,
Yeah.
I don't. But there's still opportunities for other offshoot businesses to still maximize their opportunities, whatever happens,
Yeah.
around us. So that's super smart.
Yeah. So that's kind of even with insurance companies, we can work with insurance companies if they need to if a fire were to happen in someone's house and they needed a place to stay.
Yes.
So just a
I
more,
know someone who I'll have to connect you. I know someone who works in that business.
oh,
They
I would
work
love
for a
that.
company and their job is to go out and meet those families in that moment of need
Oh,
and give them resources and
yes.
talk to them about and they pay for something, right? They
Yes.
pay for maybe it's a hotel for a couple days or something.
Yeah.
They get them
So instead of
going.
going to the hotel,
Imagine going to a home.
a
And
home.
then the hotel is even if they do the hotel, that's how long is that? How many days you're
Right.
going to stay in a hotel? There
Exactly.
needs to be some other
There's no kitchen
relocation.
though.
Right,
So if
exactly.
you
So
want to
you
cook, if you literally get a full house.
yes.
So yes, help me.
Yes.
Help me with
Question
that.
in the comments
Yes.
about your about cleaning here. Do you charge by the hour or the job?
I charge by the square foot.
Okay.
And the main reason is because I would people will tend
That makes
to
sense.
add on things.
Yes.
And sometimes my employees aren't comfortable talking about money, which I get. It's not their
Yeah.
job.
Yep.
It isn't their job to talk about money. So if I charge by the square foot, if you add your ceiling fans, there's no extra charge.
Okay.
If you add things like certain things, not everything,
Yes,
certain
yes.
things,
Right.
you
We can't
know,
go into the oven and
right. We're not
we're
going to clean
not
and
diving
pull
in.
out and take out your
Unless you
dishes
ask
from
me,
your
unless we
cabinet.
plan that.
If you plan it,
If we
it's
plan that, we'll
different.
do it all, right?
All day long.
Yes.
But I literally had people when I was charging hourly screenshot their Ring camera,
Mhm.
send it to me, and when that girl's left, they would screenshot that time, and it just got to the
Oh,
point.
because they were saying it's by the hour,
It's by
down
the
to the
hour,
minute.
down to
It's
the
yeah,
minute, and it
that's
just got to the
silly.
point. It was so exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you just added like so much, and
Yeah.
but they would add things and didn't think
Yeah.
I should charge them.
Right.
So, which isn't fair.
Yes.
But the girls also, like I said, don't talk about money with the
Yeah.
employees. That's not
And
their
they're
job.
just like, okay. I mean, when they're
Yeah.
looking at
They're
somebody like,
just like,
can you clean that?
okay.
They're like, sure. What are they
Right. And
supposed
they
to
know
do?
that most of the time I'm like, yeah, do
Do it
it.
anyway. Yeah.
But it just got to the point, it has to be reasonable. It has to
Yeah.
make sense. So I charge by the square foot. You can add a couple little things.
Yeah.
And then
Love that.
nobody's heart is hurt.
Nobody's heart is hurt. I love that. One more question here for Caden for me. You do AI things. Talk to me a little
Yep.
bit about that because I'm a big AI guy. Love it. Got a couple certifications last year. Although the funny part is, as soon as I got certified. I understand large language models. I understand some parts of AI that other people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Most of which nobody will ever care or need to know. But I also now I'm just using more and more tools, and they're getting better and better every day, every week. Don't blink because it's like ChatGPT's picture animation wasn't great. I remember when it couldn't spell words at all.
Yeah.
Then it could do words. Now it's getting better. Now they just did 2.0, and it's much better than it was. Nano Banana is amazing at doing. I mean, there's just so many tools. Manus. I'm using Suno. Made my song for my show.
Yep.
I am just blown away every day. It's almost like a creative dream, the things that I can do now for my business and just for fun. As you think about bringing AI to the world of marketing and to your job, for people out there who are so afraid that it's going to take my job, what are your thoughts and what would you say about the ability to use it, understand it, and leverage it in business?
Well, I can say, so I started in my doing AI integration through doing commercials for companies. So AI video was very, very new. And
Uh-huh.
I was tasked with this project from an online will company to create a commercial about, it was this crazy idea that I got a phone call about. And he calls me and he's like, all right, so this guy's walking down the road. He gets hit by a car. The car explodes. His phone flies in the air. And then we throw our pitch out there. And at first, I was like, I have no clue how to do this.
Right.
So then I started looking into AI and I was able to produce that exact idea through AI videos.
Wow.
And it looked about as realistic as you could get. The explosions were a little off, but I mean, it was close.
Right.
So then I actually took that and ran with it and started moving towards startup companies and being like, hey, instead of spending $10,000 for a commercial, how about you pay me this amount and I'll make you something that's very close.
Yeah.
Because it's about as close as you can get without the real people acting in it. So that is pretty much where I started with commercials and whatnot. But now I'm speeding up workflows for companies by building them like custom dashboards that like integrates all their programs, whatnot. But how does that like impact companies? I would say, especially in startups where you're wearing so many different hats all the time. it's super important that you leverage AI so that you can take some of those hats off
Yes.
and give it to something where, like an executive assistant, you can build something like that, you know? So that's
Listen, Jen, you got a gem.
I know.
Because what he's going to bring, I'm seeing this in the future,
Uh-huh.
is more than probably you could have imagined. Because anyone who's understanding how to leverage AI like he is going to be able to do things to help you in your business in ways that you may not have even thought of. You'll say, we're struggling with a problem. And when you understand these AI automations, it's like, well, did you know that I sent you a link to sign up to come on the show?
Yeah.
I never had that before. Never had anybody signing waivers and doing all the stuff you're supposed to do. I'm like,
Right.
I don't have time. But now using that automation, I was able to send it to you. You're able to answer. You were able to, like, it all just happens.
Very easy.
People are signed up for the show. I have to look on my calendar and be like, okay, that's who's coming next week. Whereas before it was
Right.
one call at a time, 10
Right.
texts back and forth, round and round and round. And the automations are just absolutely amazing. I think you got a gem of a guy.
Thank
I know.
And you deserve it. The reason that things are coming to you is because you reap what you sow. You get what you give. What goes around comes around. That's life.
Yeah.
And so you've poured so many good things out there. And even at times where it probably felt like, and I know this about you because you support so much that people are like, support another thing, right? Sometimes it feels like you could be taken advantage of because you're so kind.
Mm.
And then somehow everything comes back around and all those good things get paid back somehow. And you meet wonderful people
Right.
who become assets.
All because of a girl named Alex who just parked in that parking spot like a boss.
Love that. Love
Yeah.
that. Love
and
that.
she drives with one leg up on her seat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He
The
did
whole
tell
time.
me that. She's
Sounds like
crazy.
my aunt, Gloria, do you drive with your? I feel like she does. She drives to Columbus with like cruise control with her feet up or something weird. I don't
Right.
know, but anyway.
Every time I'm in the car with her, it is so scary, and she's like, "What do you mean? It's fine." And
Right,
so
listen, she didn't look scary. She looked like she owned that parking
Like
spot.
this is so normal, hilarious. Listen, okay, we are at our time. Thank you guys who watched.
Yes, thank you.
Jen, I said I've been having 2 guests most days.
Okay.
So I was like, and I just didn't have 2 scheduled today. And I was like, okay, we'll do like 30, 40 minutes. I think I said that to you because I was like, that's fair, you know, da-da-da-da. This went so fast.
It did go so
It was
fast.
so fun. It was so
was.
good.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having
both
us.
so much. So let's tell them one more time
Yes.
where they can find you, how they can get a hold of you for those who are looking for your services.
So you can give me a call or a text. Either way is easy at 330-704-1021. You can email me at jenny@jennycancleaning.com, or you go to my website, jennycancleaning.com.
With
or
one N.
With one N. And then
2 N's in the Jenny, 1 N in the can.
Yes.
Yes.
And then there's acecarpetcleaning.com as well. And then also Airbnbs, just find me on Facebook. You'll see exactly where they're at. They're on Airbnb.
They're listed on Airbnb,
Yeah.
but they could get a hold of you.
But they can get a hold of me. We can send them a direct link. They don't even have to go through Airbnb.
Really?
Yes.
I love that. I was wondering about
Yeah.
that. I was thinking that, like, if I see it, then I still got to go through the whole
Yeah,
thing.
like Airbnb
That
can be
feels
such a, like,
distant.
I got to find it.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
too hard. But if you contact me, I can send you a direct link to book it.
Love it.
So yeah, I'm learning.
I love it.
It's all awesome.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for being my
Absolutely.
guest
Thank you.
today. Shout out to the Strong Family Wellness Weekend. Gave us a chance to see each other again and gave me a chance to say, hey, would you come on?
Yeah.
And I'm honored to have you. One thing I think about is there's no shortage of guests and there's no shortage of people who ask me to be on. And I'd love to bring everybody on for everything. But of course I can't. There's no time. There's not enough days. But then there's people like you who I think the world of. And I want everybody to know about you and your business.
Thank
Okay. So I'm
Thank
like,
you.
and it's easy for me. It's an honor for me. I feel privileged to know you, and I just want everybody to as well.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for always supporting me.
Absolutely, and thank you for always supporting me. I appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. That has been our show for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Another episode of Lucas Live. We'll see you guys back here on Wednesday with some special guests. You know, you can't have a show and call guests unspecial. Anybody ever have a show and say, it's like a news team you can trust? And they're like, are there news teams out there lying to us? Maybe there are. I don't know. But we're going to have some more great guests this week. It's so glad to have them on today. Make sure you check out jennycancleaning.com for all of your cleaning needs. If you need your carpet cleaning, Ace Carpet Cleaning. And if you're looking for an Airbnb around here, you have family coming in from out of town, keep that in mind because you may already have something planned, a wedding, something happening. People are coming in town for something special this year. Talk to Jenny about it. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for being with us. This has been another episode of Lucas Live. Everybody have a great day.